FTX was supposed to be the next big thing for cryptocurrency. It was thought of as one of the safest platforms to trade crypto on, and the CEO of FTX rated his exchange higher than Binance, which has been around for quite some time. But in the end, FTX wasn't so safe, wasn't? The empire has fallen down and is destroyed. In this video, we'll talk about what happened to FTX, so let's get started. First up, it only took 1 week for everything to come crashing down. The CEO of FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, spent a lot of money on the marketing of his crypto exchange wallet.
A chain of people who did business with one of the troubled assets themselves became troubled. And then
to make sure that it's the only wallet people use for trading in the future. At first, it looked like Bankman-Fried was checking all the boxes and doing everything right. FTX, along with its sister companies, spent millions on ads during the Super Bowl. In their ad, they tried comparing crypto to the invention of the wheel and the light bulb, portraying it as the next big thing in the future and of the utmost importance. They portrayed the FTX exchange wallet as the most reliable and safest way to trade crypto. It was the start of something special, or people thought it was, because in just 1 week's time, everything related to FTX came crashing down. Up next, a leaked balance sheet started the whole thing. A balance sheet was leaked from Alameda Research. They are a Bankman-Fried quantitative trading firm, and the information that the balance sheet showed is quite interesting. It showed all the assets of Alameda Research were denominated in tokens. Things got more interesting when it was shown those tokens were created by FTX themselves. People already knew that Alameda and FTX are really close, but no one knew that they were this close. You see, there were some rumors of something shady going on in the past, but there wasn't enough evidence to prove these two companies were mishandling funds, so nothing could be done. This balance sheet leak was just the start of what was about to happen next. It was a big risk that Bankman-Fried took by denominating Alameda's assets in FTX tokens, so what happened next was bound to happen, and rightly so. Now Binance also came in and FTX started to drop. After the balance sheet leak, Binance, who's the largest competitor of FTX, also decided to step in. They announced they're going to sell off a huge amount of FTX tokens after all the uncertainty that's been created. Bankman-Fried bought back Binance's stake in FTX in 2021, so these tokens were actually leftovers from last year. After Binance showed mistrust in FTX, it raised many concerns among the users regarding the safety of their investments, which caused a massive drop in the price of FTX tokens. Bankman-Fried asked Binance for a bailout, but that didn't happen as Binance had evidence of mishandled corporate funds. On the 11th of November, FTX filed for bankruptcy and Sam Bankman-Fried resigned as the CEO of the company. What's more, users withdrew billions from the exchange wallet. Following all that had happened in the past few days, all the users started withdrawing their money from FTX. Bankman-Fried also sent a message to his staff which said that
it's like, the prototypical example of that, Celsius probably, putting it in it.
There had been a huge withdrawal surge in FTX. Users reportedly withdrew $6 billion worth of crypto tokens from FTX, and this all happened in just 72 hours. Withdrawals of tens of millions of dollars happened on a daily basis, seriously damaging FTX. After Binance decided to sell its FTX tokens, Bankman-Fried was confident he would stop Binance from doing it. He also told his staff that Binance is trying to come after them and we're ready to face them, but he was wrong as the opposite of that happened. Things started to get worse and Sam wasn't able to find a suitable backer, nor was he able to sell his illiquid assets on such short notice. Reports suggest he then called Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao.
Consumer trust. When they don't trust them, they don't go to them. They actually go to them.
The CEO signed a non-binding letter with Zhao stating that Binance will buy all non-US assets of FTX, which were easily worth a few $1 billion. Bankman-Fried also thanked Zhao via Twitter for the deal. But to his surprise, Binance announced they won't be going forward with the deal as the damages are just too much to control and the matter is now out of their hands. This actually was the final nail in the coffin. Following up was Bankman-Fried loaning customer assets to Alameda. The Wall Street Journal reported that the FTX CEO was also involved in the act of using a huge amount of customer funds for trading. They did this all with such expertise that no one even noticed, not even the auditors. Those sums totaled billions of dollars. That sum of money owned by FTX customers was being used without their consent, which naturally makes this act illegal. They had no idea their money wasn't safe. The company was also forging its financial information to show that its books were balanced. Some former employees have revealed that FTX's data showed that even if their customers withdrew all their money from the exchange, they'd still be left with $1 billion. This information was totally false as confirmed by their former employees. Now moving on to inside the FTX scandal and its real-world impact. First up, Sam Bankman-Fried was a, quote, good guy. Sam was considered one of the good guys of crypto.
Financial ecosystem. And so I think combining together a lot of the technology from
someone who's really ambitious and who just wants to take crypto to another level. He was a perfect billionaire in the eyes of the people just a few weeks ago. Bankman-Fried was a young lad who just wanted to earn more like everyone else. He was just 25 years old when he founded Alameda Research. The reason why he wanted to earn more, according to him, was that so he can donate money to good causes. Such a thoughtful dream, isn't it? He only wanted to do the right thing. In fact, he also collaborated with U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to come up with the ways to regulate cryptocurrency and its sector. He spent his own money in order to do good in the world. Bankman-Fried also promised $1 billion to the Democratic Party as a donation for the effective altruism movement. Everything looked good for him as he had a bright future ahead. A guy who cares about other people, a billionaire, and also donates to good causes. What more can you ask for? Coming up, all FTX problems didn't just start this month. People think this all happened in a span of just a week or a month. That's not true. FTX has many sister companies, so it'll be hard to actually determine how much they were actually worth. It can even take months for the authorities to figure that out. But one thing is clear, they weren't worth as much as people thought. Their worth was far less than people can imagine. A few days ago, a spreadsheet of FTX was leaked, which clearly showed the company's liquid assets were worth less than $1 billion. This worth is fine until you find out they had liabilities of around $9 billion. It meant they were $8 billion short of protecting their depositors. Before those massive withdrawals from the company and the leaked spreadsheet, the company seemed like it was in better shape.
Why did it seem like this was another avenue that might be tractable? The first is,
Also, all of FTX investments were an illusion. For example, their biggest investment was in a token called Serum, which was apparently worth $2 billion, but in reality, the total value of Serum never exceeded $200 million. And surely this isn't all. New information just keeps on dropping every day, and we'll try to keep you updated as much as possible. What's more, did the Bahamian regulators order customers to withdraw money from FTX? There's also a theory that apparently the Bahamian regulators ordered customers to withdraw hundreds of billions of dollars from the exchange. This is what FTX thinks happened, and it was one of the reasons for FTX's downfall. But the Securities Commission of the Bahamas says otherwise. They've denied all these accusations and said they never ordered the customers based in the Bahamas to withdraw all of their money. They published their statement on Twitter saying all the information of FTX regarding the Bahamian regulators is totally incorrect. On the 11th of November, FTX tweeted that on the request of the Bahamian regulators, they started the withdrawal process of the Bahamian funds. We don't know who was giving this made-up information to FTX, or maybe they were just trying to be smart, which backfired badly. Finally, apparently a hack also withdrew millions from FTX. According to FTX, part of the blame for its downfall also goes to a hack that withdrew $477 million from the exchange. They've also revealed they're trying to move all their digital assets to another wallet as soon as possible. The admin of FTX's Telegram channel announced this hack and said that $500 million were withdrawn from the company's wallet. Only time will tell whether future information about the alleged hack is true or it's another one of FTX's lies. Stay tuned for more updates. And that's a wrap for this video. Are you following FTX's story? What do you think could be the reason for its downfall? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.